Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Let's get right into it, guys. Today's story is about Mike Berk and his ex Ximena Morales, but we're not really going to be talking much about Ximena. It's mainly about Mike and his new girlfriend. Now, the last video we did about Mike was back in November, and it was about his new girlfriend. Now, since then, Mike has actually revealed the face of his new girlfriend. Back in November, Mike was posting pictures with his new girlfriend, but was keeping her face hidden. For what reason? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Mike thought that TLC was going to give him a call to come back on the show, or maybe there's some other reason he just wanted to keep her identity private. Not exactly sure, but just recently, Mike did finally reveal the identity of his new girlfriend, who I believe is also Latina, just like Ximena Morales. Now, just a bit of a quick recap on Mike and Ximena. That couple was one of the most toxic and disastrous couples we've ever seen on the show. Now, when they first came on the show, they said they met on a dating website, but as it turned out, they actually met on a camming website, which is where Ximena used to work, and basically Mike was one of her clients. So this was around the same time as we started learning more about Gino and Jasmine, who also met on the Sugar Baby, Sugar Daddy website. I guess the camming website is a little different, but similar. Basically, a lot of couples seem to be saying that they're meeting, or at least more than a few, seem to be saying they're meeting on a dating website, but in reality, they're meeting on some kind of Sugar Baby, Sugar Daddy website or camming website or some kind of other pay-for-play kind of website. And so Mike got a lot of heat during his season for his behavior because he looked like he was going to snap and lose it towards Ximena. And Ximena got a lot of heat because, well, she just came off like one of, I don't know, like one of the most biggest degenerates that we've ever seen on 90 Day Fiancé. I mean, who else goes to prison to visit their criminal ex-boyfriend and basically says that she puts her legs up during visitation and gets pregnant? That's just a level of crazy that we haven't seen before Ximena and we haven't seen since. So Ximena, in my opinion, a total degenerate, but you know, she's working, she's trying to make money. You know, she's grinding, and she is just like everybody else as well. Now, let's talk a little bit about Mike here. So Mike, who is Mike Berk dating after his split from Ximena Morales? So let's take a look here. Mike Berk is making his relationship Instagram official. Find out who his new girlfriend after Ximena Morales is and where she's from. Now, his new girlfriend's name is Tatiana Giraldo, is a hand model from Colombia who lives in Miami. Ximena Morales ended things with Mike after he insulted her, and they broke off their engagement. Mike got engaged to Tatiana in 2023, but he kept her identity hidden, but promising to share more soon. Now, I think that just recently, you know, we've had a couple of these 90 Day Fiancé cast members hiding the identity of their partner, of their new partner, and then revealing it. Now, just a few days ago, we've had a couple of reveals. So I think that Mike, he waited quite a long time to drop the identity of this new person. And I think it kind of got lost in the shuffle because a bunch of other people were doing similar things around the same time that Mike revealed the identity of his new person. I think he waited too long. I think Mike should have revealed this last year. He didn't. I don't really understand why, because people are just ignoring this news right now. I think it's a little too late, so to speak, for Mike if he wanted to get the buzz and publicity that he was kind of expecting to get. Now, he has a new girlfriend, and here's what we know about the woman whose name is not a mystery anymore. Mike is a 38-year-old man from New York who had not a girlfriend since he was in high school. The IT support technician and volunteer firefighter claimed that he met Colombian woman Ximena Morales by changes his location on Tinder. Now, what Mike eventually revealed was that he actually met her on a campsite. Mike and Ximena were in a transactional relationship which crashed and burned after she lost interest in him. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so there's a bunch of other tidbits here that I won't really be going into detail here, but if you guys forget, I believe Mike also tried to send money to Ximena even after their relationship bombed, and it was alleged that during a trip Mike made to Colombia after the show, because he went back a couple of times, and at the time And if you guys go and watch those videos that I did at the time, you're going to think that I'm a huge idiot, because at the time there was heavy rumors that Mike and Ximena were filming to come back on the show, because Ximena had a new boyfriend who was allegedly shooting and filming content. I believe it was a Canadian man who was in Colombia, and allegedly Ximena hooked up with this Canadian guy while her and Mike were on some kind of trip or something like that. It was a humongous cluster mess. It was a complete disaster of a relationship. However, we never got to see all of those scenes that were supposedly filmed. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know if what TLC was shooting was just that dysfunctional that they decided to cut the footage. But the rumors were heavy. I'm pretty sure that TLC was involved in filming it. They just completely trashed the footage. It's unclear, but we never got to see the rest or the next installment of the Mike and Ximena story after they broke up. Now, Mike was recently linked to Jasmine Pineda. Jasmine was spotted in America in October 2023, much before it was revealed that she was in the country following her K-1 visa approval. Jasmine and Mike were seen walking together in New York, and Gino Palazzolo was nowhere to be seen. However, Mike was already engaged to his girlfriend at the time. Mike has been with his partner for over a year, and in 2024, their relationship is still going. Mike promised his fans he would share more pictures of her soon. Ximena broke up with Mike after he insulted her by telling her she was with him only for his money. Ximena told Mike he could take everything he'd ever given her. Ximena admitted she didn't want to get married at 24. She was young. She wanted to have fun and enjoy herself. Of course, she already had 2 kids by 2 other degenerates in Colombia. And so she probably wanted to live. She probably thought, I'm 24. I already have 2 kids. One's dad is already in prison for some crazy crimes, allegedly. And, maybe I should take this time in my 20s to live my life. Why do I have to settle down with this Mike guy? Now, I think a reason why Ximena didn't feel like she needed Mike, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, is because I believe Ximena started doing adult content again after the show. And I think that she was banking on using her popularity from the show to make money. And I believe that maybe it worked for some time. I'm not exactly sure how it's working now, because Ximena has been kind of laying low on social media for a while, actually. So no matter what you can say about Ximena, she's not the most craziest clout chaser like a lot of these newer cast members that we've seen, like Jabri, and Jasmine, Jean, like basically everybody in the last 2 years. Ximena has actually kind of stayed relatively low. She posts, but nothing to try to drum up too much interest or buzz or PR. And so we can say that about Ximena. Now, she did, I believe, try to, re-enter the adult content creation business, and maybe she made some money off of it, and I think that's why she didn't really need Mike for some time. Not exactly sure how her financial situation is going now, but it doesn't matter, because Mike, anyways, has a new girlfriend that I, will be assuming that he's probably spending his money on this lady instead of Ximena. Now, they broke up less than a year after their engagement. While they hinted at reconciliating during the tell-all, he found someone new in 2022 in September. Now, Mike flew to Miami to meet this lady, finally relaxing with my queen, living our best lives. Thank you, Amor. Finally relaxing with my queen. And they have pictures of drinks here. Not exactly sure what these drinks are. So just a couple of these same screenshots here. And vacay is over until soon, number 305. Picture of Mike and Ximena. So I believe these he posted some time ago. Mike hinted at his new relationship by sharing a photo of 2 cocktails. A different reel showed Mike at the airport flying out to Miami, suggesting that was where his girlfriend was from. Although Mike was refusing to share his girlfriend's photos, he described her as someone shorter than him, who had brownish blonde hair and beautiful hazel eyes with specks of green and yellow. Mike also mentioned that his girlfriend had no interest in plastic surgery, and like Ximena, his new girlfriend was also a mom. And these were the pictures that he was sharing, back in November and before that of last year. So always, concealing, hiding her face. You can see here, or, just putting shades on her, sunglasses, and still concealing a big part of her face. So you never really got to see who exactly it was that she was dating. And I know some of you guys, because Mike, of course, he became a villain on his season of 90 Day Fiancé. I think the way it started is that people were on Mike's side, and then people turned. And, I even remember the comments on this channel. I still don't really understand, and I know there's some of you out there that are Ximena fans. I'll never understand the Ximena love. I think Ximena is a complete degenerate. I don't really see any positive qualities in her. She was just looking to use somebody without caring at all about Mike. And that's fine. Mike was willing to be used as well, but a person that is just that cold, I don't know. To me, she doesn't have a lot of positive qualities, but I know some of you guys, I think, liked Ximena because you started to hate Mike a lot as his temper, his anger issues kind of started boiling over as the season went on. And so I think Ximena got more fans for that reason. To me, don't really care about either of these people. Now, there are some rumors about Mike and why he behaves the way he does. I don't want to get into that in this video, but, if you guys can take the hint, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I've heard some rumblings about this. So perhaps there is more than meets the eye. That's all I'm going to say here in terms of explaining Mike's behavior on the show. Also, you guys know that when Mike first came on the show, he said that he hadn't had a girlfriend since he was in high school. And so, anyways, I'm just going to keep it at that. You guys will know what I mean, I think. Now, Mike and his mystery girlfriend got engaged in February of 2023. Within a year of a split with Ximena, Mike had added yet another picture that didn't reveal his girlfriend's face. Mike told In Touch that they were going to celebrate Valentine's Day by cooking on FaceTime and having dinner and drinks with a small gift exchange. He didn't feel it was right for him to reveal his girlfriend's identity yet. Meanwhile, in July 2023, Ximena sparked reconciliation rumors with Mike by posting a screenshot of a FaceTime call between them. Mike and Ximena look happy in the picture. Give me time, but I will be telling the truth about my current relationship. Mike's update at the time was confusing. He shared an Instagram story caption and had enough of this nonsense. Seems to suggest that he'd broken up with his girlfriend. However, he shared a fresh update about his girlfriend in November 2023. So perhaps he was actually talking about Ximena. Maybe Ximena reached out to Mike and asked for money, or maybe Mike reached out to Ximena and he thought that maybe things were going to be different and they weren't. It's unclear. He leaves it kind of open here. He confirmed they were still together by sharing pictures of him and his girlfriend. The selfie showed Mike hugging his girlfriend at the airport and later on the beach with a beautiful sunset between them. So his new girlfriend's name, Tatiana Giraldo. And we have her profile right here. And you can see that now she's posting pictures with Mike, right, on her own profile. So pretty interesting. One day ago. So it's like something happened in the last 2-3 days since Mike started revealing her face, and they got the green light to start posting pictures. I have to wonder, guys, if, and we can see that this lady, she is Hispanic, but not only Hispanic, she posts a lot in Spanish. So, is she a Colombian immigrant? How long ago has she come to Miami? How long ago has she been living in the U.S.? I don't know. We don't know yet. I'm sure we'll find out more, but she posts a lot in Spanish. And we can see here that it appears that she is perhaps living in New York State. So maybe Mike somehow got her to move in with him, or at least move into New York State or somewhere close by, New Jersey, Connecticut. I don't know, because we could see, the trees have no leaves. This is not Miami right here, right? Pretty obvious about that. And we can also see this latest picture that she posted, that it also appears to be perhaps New York State. Unclear, but it's definitely somewhere in north of Florida. That's what it looks like. So perhaps Mike and this lady and Tatiana have actually gotten really close to the point that they're now living together. But we can see here, this is actually on her own profile. So let's see what else it says here. This is another picture of the two of them that she posted. Tatiana and Mike right here. He looks happy. He looks happy, and she supposedly has a child already. So kind of like, like Ximena as well. Mike finally decided it was time for him to officially reveal his new girlfriend to his supporters. Love you. There will be plenty more photos as the selfie showed Mike holding his girlfriend close to him and hugging her. He also looked fresh-faced with a clean shave. Mike's girlfriend wore a crop top and sweetly smiled for the camera. Mike did not tag her in the photo, but fans wonder if she was a foreigner like Ximena in the comments. A few others asked Mike not to pay attention to the negative comments about her age and intentions. The comments about her age, I have to assume that basically people think that she might be older than Mike, or definitely older than Ximena. Ximena was 24 at the time. I think she's about 26, maybe 27 now. This lady looks older. I'm not sure if she's older than Mike. Mike's 38, 39, something like that. I can't really tell this lady's age, but I would say she's definitely older than Ximena, perhaps older than Mike as well. But I don't really personally see that as a big issue. I don't really care about age all that much. I don't see why that would create more green flags or not, but perhaps people have a reason to believe that it would. The link in Tatiana's Instagram bio reveals that she's a hand model. She has worked as a professional hand model since 2000. The contact details available on the website reveal an address for Dos Quebradas, which is a city in Colombia. However, the website might not have been updated recently since Tatiana is living in Miami. Interestingly, Ximena used to work as a nail technician before the COVID-19 pandemic. So there you have it, guys. This is the lady that Mike is dating. So some of you I know didn't even believe that Mike was actually dating anyone. Some of you guys actually thought that Mike was just playing games and he was just trying to stay relevant by faking that he had a girlfriend on social media. I know you guys don't like Mike, and that's okay. I think that Mike could have done things differently. And of course, we also have to mention that he had some old content of himself where he was saying the N-word and things like that, or at least the N-word was written in some of his old posts that were discovered during his season. And so people were wondering during his season, perhaps you guys don't remember this, but people were wondering, why was Alina Kasha fired but not Mike Berk? And that was a very valid question. Alina, of course, also having some, some very bad content revealed when she was on the show, and she was fired pretty fast, pretty quickly. And I always thought it was bizarre because on one hand, it was easy to fire Alina because, I'm not sure that the storyline was going anywhere. But on the other hand, Mike and Ximena, they were perhaps one of the most toxic duos, definitely the most toxic during their season. And I can just tell you guys that just based on the views that we were getting here on the channel during their season, they were probably the most popular couple, either because I don't think many people like Mike and Ximena, but I think people were just curious about their relationship. And so people like to watch content about them. And I'm sure TLC also realized that. And so I don't know if that was a reason why they didn't take action against Mike, but they did against Alina. It's hard to say with TLC because they're not exactly very consistent. And honestly, with you guys, if I can be honest, I don't think they really care about all of that stuff anyways. I think they care about what they can get away with. And so if something doesn't have enough buzz, or if a couple is too popular and, good for their bottom line, perhaps they're willing to take some of that heat a little bit more and keep that couple on. Whereas for another couple that they think is not that great for their bottom line, they're willing to discard them like trash very easily. I don't know. It's just a theory I have. But that's the story, guys. Mike and his new girlfriend are Instagram official. Now, I think it's weird that it's been a few days now, 3 days, since Mike is dropping these pictures, and we're seeing them on Tatiana's profile as well. I wonder if somehow this couple is coming back on TLC, and TLC somehow gave them the green light simply because Tatiana is posting pictures as well. So it just makes me wonder why both Mike and Tatiana are now posting pictures. I have to think that something is afoot, but of course, we could be wrong. Now, you guys let me know, would you like to see Mike and his new girlfriend come back on the show? Let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you'd like to see. Would you guys like to see maybe Ximena come back on the show, something like The Single Life or something like that? Of course, like I said, it was rumored that she was going to come back with her Canadian boyfriend. I forget if his name was Josh. It's been a while that we saw that, that news and all of those pictures and all of that stuff. And so it was rumored she was going to come back. Perhaps there's still hope that Ximena could come back. I don't know if that's the way to put it, but you guys let me know if you'd like to see that on the show as well. Not sure how I feel about that, but you guys will let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up. If you did, hit that subscribe button for more content right here on the channel. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care.